Hi, it's early morning, and as you can probably see, I've got a lot of eye puff and dark circles going on. I used to think I had a lot of puffiness around my eyes, but ever since becoming pregnant, it's gotten a lot worse. And it's not because of late nights spent partying, obviously. It's just because when you're trying to sleep with a bump, it kind of gets in the way and you just don't get a good night's sleep. So over the past 6 months, I've become an absolute pro at learning how to get rid of eye puffiness, and I'm going to show you how today. Okay, so this beauty is the product that you need. It's a cooling eye gel, and the best thing about it is it has a roller ball applicator, as you can see right here. So when you apply it under your eye, it gives an instant cooling effect. But what I like to do, this is a great tip, is keep it in your fridge. So when you apply it first thing in the morning, it's kind of like dunking your face in a bucket of ice water. It gives that instant icy extra cooling effect. So it's really easy to apply this gel. All you do is start from the inner corner of the eye and just sort of roll it out towards the corner. You can do a few sweeps and just sweep it up over the top of your eye, over your brow bone. And again, the same with the other side. Just start at the inner corner, move outwards, and roll it all the way up over the brow bone. What I like to do is massage it in, and I'll use my middle finger just because it has quite a light touch, and I'll just sort of, starting from the inner corners, tap in small little pressure points from the inside to the outside and up around the eye. You could massage this in for about 3 minutes, but who really has time for that in the morning? So as long as you do about 30 seconds, that should be fine, and let it all soak in. Now the point of putting pressure on the inner corners of your eyes is that a lot of the fluid pools in here, and that's how you get the puffiness. So by pressing, you're kind of draining that puffiness. The next thing I like to do is apply 2 pressure points. So the first one, like I said, is here at the inner corners of the eyes. And this sort of drains that pocket. You can just hold it for 5 to 10 seconds. And then as well on the inner corners of your brow bones, just to drain the fluid from up here. Now to finish, to really get wide awake eyes, I'll apply a pink base concealer, just a little bit on my lids to get rid of any redness that comes. It kind of happens from bad circulation or any puffiness. So I'm just going to apply with my finger, just because I think the finger gives a really natural dewy effect as opposed to a concealer brush, especially on your lid. And then now underneath the eye, I'll use a little bit of pink concealer as well, just to get rid of any blue or black circles on the inner corners. Again, you can just sort of gently press it into your skin. Now what I do like to use a concealer brush for is to apply sort of a concealer that's the same color as my skin tone over the top. This just helps you to get right under the lash line, so it just gets rid of any redness, darkness that comes from eye bags or under eye circles. And I'll just do that on both sides. And now blending it out with my finger on both sides. Just make sure there's no obvious lines. And what I'll do is just use a little bit of loose powder, just a little bit, because you don't want to have super powdery, crepey effect under your eyes. So I'll just use the other end of the concealer brush, tap any excess off on my hand, and just sort of dab it underneath. Now to finish off, you want to curl your lashes, because even if you have curly lashes, I think it just automatically opens up the eyes. And my lashes are quite straight, so I always curl my lashes. You only need to use 10 seconds and hold the lash curler for about 10 seconds. So, first eye. I'm even doing it for less. Don't need much. And then to finish, just going to apply some mascara. I like a couple of coats, just because my lashes are quite fair, so it just helps for you to be able to really see them. Oops, got a bit on the end. And there you go. Depuffed, wide awake eyes in 3 minutes flat.